The best part of owning a Jeep Gladiator, what do I like the most? Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to robmotivejt. So I'm out cruising around in the Jeep Gladiator. I do this occasionally, just basically joyriding. And I was thinking about, I get on here and I talk about the Jeep Gladiator frequently. And particularly, I talk about how much I love it, how it's one of my most favorite vehicles of all time. Probably top 5, top 3. But why? Why is that? What's so great about the Jeep Gladiator as compared to some of the other trucks that I've owned? Well, I'm going to try to answer that here because I think it is an awesome truck. So I got to say, the number one thing, that's right, we're going to start with number one. We're not going to work our way down. The number one thing is the appearance of it, the look of it, the aura of it. Even when I'm not driving it, I'll walk out in the driveway, take a walk around it, look at it. Sometimes I even pop it open and check out the inside. Not planning to go for a ride or anything, not going anywhere, just to admire it. And I guess that's what I really do. I admire the truck. And that's good for me because typically I lose the luster. It wears off after a while, and then I've got to get something else because I have the sickness. But not with this vehicle, not with this truck. I love the look of it. It's unique. There's nothing else like it on the road. It's still rather scarce. They are increasing in numbers. I do see more of them now than I ever have out driving around, but it's still few and far in between. I'll use the Tacoma as an example. Down here where I am, and I have a Tacoma, of course, Tacomas are everywhere. I can't go anywhere without seeing them, every 10, 15 seconds probably. I'll see a Tacoma somewhere. There's one over there right now in the parking lot. But not true with the Jeep Gladiator. You might see 1 or 2, maybe 3 on any half-hour outing or so. But that's far more than it was maybe a year ago. You might see 1 every few days. So definitely improving or increasing, but still scarce. And I like that. Not driving the same cookie cutter vehicle, I guess, as everybody else just makes it more unique and honestly makes it more enjoyable for me from an ownership standpoint. Now, you can mod them, of course. I've done that. Another thing that I really like about the Jeep Gladiator is you can make it your own. And I've done that with mine. Still more to go. I don't think I'm ever going to be done. I've been thinking recently about changing the accent coloring of it, if you will. Something that's relatively small. It's not going to cost me a fortune to do. Maybe a couple of cans of spray paint or something. But I've been thinking about doing that because, yeah, why not? It's so easy to do with the Jeep Gladiator, and there are so many options out there that it makes it fun. And that's another thing for me. It's fun to own. Some vehicles you get, you may not even like. I'll use an example. I once bought a Honda Civic Si. It was a 4-door. Of course, it was a manual transmission. That's all you can get with the Si, back when you could get an Si at all. And I hated it. I hated it about 2 months after I bought it. I'm not sure exactly why I bought it. I think I was in the honeymoon stage from the moment I walked into the lot. I liked the look of it, and I liked the interior of it, but after a while, the drivability of it was just horrid. It was gutless, it was slow, and that's another thing that I'll talk about is the power. Probably my second most favorite thing about the Jeep Gladiator is its power. It's not a drag car. It's not like you're going to take it to the strip, but it is quick enough that it's fun to drive. It's exhilarating to drive. When you hit the gas, it goes. And I will say that I do have the Sprint booster on my Jeep Gladiator, so it eliminates any lag, and it's not like there was a lot of lag with the Jeep Gladiator anyway. They did a really great job setting up this truck. The way that it responds, the way that it takes off when you hit the gas, the power delivery, the transmission. This has an 8-speed transmission in it, and I gotta say, it's probably the perfect match for this truck. It's seamless. Never do I feel or am I cognizant of gear shifting or gear hunting or anything like that. It's always where it needs to be. Takes off quickly, and when I really hit the gas, downshifts to where I want it to be so that it takes off and does what I want it to do. For example, getting on the freeway. You know, down here where I'm at in South Texas, it's quite interesting to drive. You know, people drive like they're, I don't know, always in a hurry, and they don't pay a lot of attention. So when you're going to get on the freeway, you better be able to get on the gas to get over, because they're not going to get over. They're not going to let you in, so you kind of have to make your own spot. And sometimes you don't have a choice, because if traffic is heavier and there's a gap, you better get in that gap, or you may actually have to stop on the entrance ramp. Nothing that you ever want to do. The last thing that I'll mention that I'm pleasantly surprised with on this truck is the reliability of it. I haven't had any issues with this year. I did on my previous one, but no issues on this one. When I say year, I mean model, or second one, because it's actually identical to the first one that I had. But no issues with it. It's been spot on perfect. I don't have to get in and stare at the dash anymore every time I get in, and I like that. The last thing you want to do is buy a brand new vehicle and then have to worry about problems. And it is a risk. You know, this was the first model year of the Jeep Gladiator. It was late in the year, but still the first model year. So there's always that concern when you get the first one, the first iteration, if you will, of any vehicle, that you're going to be the guinea pig and you're going to have problems with it. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't think that I'm the guinea pig. I am. And so is everyone else who bought the first model year. But it's been pleasantly surprising, no issues, just fun to drive. I suppose I'll throw one more in there, and it's not that I utilize it a lot, but that is the versatility, the capability of it. It is arguably the #1 off-road vehicle, probably right below the two-door Jeep Wrangler. But it is very capable. I know that it's going to go where I want it to go, whenever I want it to go there, and I don't have to worry about it. I like that, and as I said, even though I'm not running this thing off-road all the time, I know that I can. And it's just another one of those extra feelings, if you will, of versatility, that you've got a perfectly capable vehicle that's able to do anything that you want it to do when you want it to do it. I really dig that. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here, kind of talk about why I really do love the Jeep Gladiator. Why do I say it is my number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ever owned vehicle? It's just awesome. Anyway, leave a comment. Let me know how you think about yours, what you feel about yours. Do you love it? Or maybe not so much? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, I do have one additional channel, Rob Motive. Check it out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.